Hey YouTube, hi friends, welcome back to the channel guys. In this video, we will discuss how to use the law of assumption, the law of attraction, Ho'oponopono to change and to change your life and to bring anything, whatever you want in your life. This video is going to be very scientific and very practical. I will give you the process, which I teach a lot of people to use to change their life and to completely, change their reality. And this is so practical and this is so science backed that it cannot not happen if you practice this. Well, before we go deep into this, I want to take you, give you some knowledge which will basically strengthen your belief in manifestation. Well, manifestation, when we talk about manifestation, we discuss it as a very recent phenomenon. We humans have something called as a recency bias, which I learned from Charlie Munger. It's remembering the things which we have faced in the recent past, but we almost tend to forget what great work was done, thousands of years back. Before thousands of years from today's time, when people were living, they were having a lot of free time. They have a lot of free time and they were discovering these sciences, how to talk to the universe, how to communicate to the field, and they have written texts, and some of these texts have been passed from generations to generations in the form of these religious books and philosophical books. Well, two such great books are Bhagavad Gita and the Bible. Well, the Bible, what we know today, is a refined version, but there was this previous versions of Bible. And one such instance happened where in the library of King Constantine or Constantine Library, the detailed versions of Bible were discovered, right? And in that we had this text called the Gospel of Thomas. And in the text, basically it's a dialogue from the Jesus himself, and Jesus was trying to explain how to manifest or bring things in life, how to talk to the universe, what is the language to talk to the field. And what he said was, when the two becomes one and you ask the mountain to move, the mountain will move. This is from the Gospel of Thomas. And what are the two? The two are your thoughts and your emotions. When these two are aligned, your thoughts and your emotions, you open a dialogue with the field, with the universe, the fabric of reality, where we all go when we die, where the consciousness goes when we die. This field, right? This universe, this invisible realm, all this reality which we are not able to see with the five senses we are limited to in this world. Jesus gave us this code to talk to the universe. You have to have your thoughts and your emotions aligned. Now, after that, there was this great law of attraction teacher and mystic came, who was called the Neville Goddard, and he obviously read all these texts and he refined it and gave us another practical way of applying this, which was the law of assumption. And here, the law of attraction comes later on. If you want to really manifest, you have to first understand the law of assumption. Well, what is law of assumption? Law of assumption basically says you don't attract what you want, you attract who you are. And here again, if you just link it, it is linked to thoughts and emotions. You are what your thoughts and emotions are, what Jesus was saying. And that's the same thing what Neville was saying. So whenever you want something in life, whenever you want to manifest something in life, you don't think about it. You have to assume it is already there. And just imagine, you just tell me in the comment section below, what will happen if you have assumed it's already there? You'll have the thoughts and the emotions such that it is already there in your life. And this is what is serving what Jesus was telling us, right? When you have the thoughts and emotions aligned and you ask the universe for anything, it will automatically happen. Now here I want you to understand with one very scientific, physics based phenomenon, which is when your emotions, when you have the emotions as a result of law of assumption application in your life. Emotions are nothing but energy in motion. That's what emotions are, energy in motion. And what is energy? When you are feeling the emotion, you are basically having that energy. You start vibrating. You start vibrating. And here, by the law of vibration, you are radiating that vibration, and like attracts like. Things will start to happen in the field around you. Suddenly you'll have synchronicities, synchrodestiny, where people will start coming in your life. Suddenly from nowhere you'll start getting messages, emails and calls. You'll be introduced to someone. A video will pop up in your feed, right? Something from the field will start happening, which will give. These are basically the clues from the universe, and when you follow them, you'll be able to realize and materialize the thing you want, which you want to manifest. This is how it happens. Emotions do it at a very physics back. This can be explained with physics. So what is the way to do it? You apply the law of assumption, and then once the law of assumption is there, right, you already assumed, and you start the law of attraction will automatically come, and you will be able to manifest the things what you want in your life. Now, having said this, I just wanted to establish this knowledge first know that. And if you have any doubt on manifestations and whether this thing works or not, I highly recommend you read the Bible. There's so many stories over there. You read Bhagavad Gita, what Lord Krishna was saying, right, to Arjuna, right, and you read this brilliant book, Autobiography of a Yogi. There are at least multiple tens of examples over there which will amaze you, how these ancient yogis, in the book Autobiography of a Yogi by Paramhamsa Yogananda, he met a lot of Indian yogis from this great school of arts, and they were all having powers. One yogi was able to create a fragrance of certain kind. One yogi was able to fight tigers, because of these yogic practices. And one yogi was able to create a complete reality. He created mountains and an alternate universe. This was all happening in real. And one yogi was able to never appear in the photographs. He was having these powers. He would never be seen in any photograph clicked of him from a camera. He had all these powers. All these yogis had these powers. These are the examples of manifestation. So don't discount it. Manifestation is real. But how to do it? This is what it's a science-backed, very practical exercise, which when we do in a right way, we are able to get there. And that's what this channel is about. It's a quest to find the right way, right? And then practice it. So what, according to me, is the problem now? The problem is, as Dr. Joe Dispenza, he has done some brilliant science-backed work. That's why I love the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. Now, what Dr. Joe Dispenza says, our personality creates a personal reality. And what is our personality? Our personality is our thoughts and emotions. So most people live the same day over and over and over again without even realizing it. They don't have any change in their life, and that's why basically most of their life is static. The only way to change is to introduce new thoughts and new emotions. And how do you do it? Because your mind is very powerful, right? And it's very difficult to then fight and introduce new reality into it. But what we can do, we have been given this tool. There was a parallel evolution of a technique in Hawaii which is called Ho'oponopono. It's very basic. It is so simple that most people discount it without realizing its power. It can actually change the fabric of your reality. These 4 statements: I am sorry, please forgive me, I love you, and thank you. I have made detailed videos on this. Please go and watch it, guys. Those are freely available on my channel. I will link some of them in the description below. These statements are so powerful that, and the changes they have made in the examples, if you'll hear, you'll not be able to fathom how much of an impact they can have in your life. These 4 statements basically rewrite the code of your reality. You know, they can erase your reality and create a new reality. These 4 statements: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. So the first, you say, I'm not gonna go into the detail of Ho'oponopono here. I'm just telling you how to plug it in your manifestation process. So your mind will play games. It will bring you that old emotions. You'll not be able to have new thoughts and new emotions, right? And the law of assumption, you'll not be able to practice. So the way to do it is to have a Ho'oponopono practice if you want to manifest and it is not happening. Some people are good at manifestation. You know, they have meditation practice or some other way of controlling their mind, and they're able to have the law of assumption and law of attraction. I have personally met these people. They just believe in manifestation. They don't allow any thought which they don't want to come in their mind or pass their mind without getting unchecked. And they only speak about the things they want. But most people are not able to do this, and they are chained by their emotions. And I know so many of these kind of people in my life. So the tool to be used here is Ho'oponopono. And you have to do it as a practice, not like do it like you sit with it for half an hour. No, as a practice, 5 to 10 minutes, 3 to 4 times a day. Now understand this: when you do this, you're clearing your energy, you're clearing your emotions from the past. You are coming to something called as state 0, where you become pure positive potential, ready to manifest and create a reality. And just by the mere act of doing Ho'oponopono, so many things which are tangled in your life, which are messed up, will start becoming clearer without even assuming anything. Right? So whatever you want, first list it down in a piece of paper very clearly. Right? You have to become clear what you want. Then have a Ho'oponopono practice. 3 to 4 times minimum a day, 5 to 10 minutes each time. If you're not able to do it, order this beads on Amazon. They are easily available, and these are 108. If your life is really messed up, I would recommend you to do this mala once. Basically what you do it is you do Ho'oponopono once, these 4 statements, push 1 bead, do Ho'oponopono second time, push 1 bead, do Ho'oponopono the third time, push 3rd bead. Very simple. So these beads are basically keeping a count, and you complete this end to end. So you have done like 108 rounds. I think that is how many beads are there in this, but at least 100. So you're keeping a count, and that way after you're doing it, you see the change in your energy. You'll feel amazing after that, right? If your life is really messed up, you do it 108 times. If not, then do it at least for 20 beats, right? But keep a count of it. I've tried to do it on my hands, it does not work. Try to do it with this beats. It's really, really game changing, right? Do it 3 to 4 times, 5 to 10 minutes. It will not take more than 5 minutes to do these 20-25 beats. Hardly 10 minutes for doing the complete 100, 10 to 15 minutes max. And then you assume, then you go through the paper where you have written what you want, how you want your life to change, and you assume it has already happened. Just assume it for a minute and forget about it. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to be needy, wanting, or feeling the lack. Nothing. Just read it, assume that it's already there, and just go and do your work. And again, when your old thoughts come, you can restore to Ho'oponopono again. Do it in your mind as many times. Do it like 3-4 times, as to come out of that energy, negative energy. You'll notice that you'll feel good after doing Ho'oponopono. So try to do it as a practice, and try to do it as much frequently as you want, and slowly you'll see that your life has unmessed, and whatever you want, synchronicities and synchrodestinies will start happening, and you'll be able to manifest the things you want in your life. So this is all science backed, but you need the process to do it, right? So this is the process. So share this video with someone who you know in life. I know so many people. That's the reason I created this channel, who I want to tell all these things, that they are existing. Some people are really suffering in life, their loved ones are not well, and I want to tell this knowledge. It's all about the practice. You have to know that this is real, right? And then what is the way to do it? and once you are right, then it all happens miraculously. Thanks again for watching the video, guys. Do share it with your loved ones who you think needs it, and I will see you again in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, and I will see you again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.